legends collide as Godzilla and Kong, the two most powerful forces of nature, clash in a spectacular battle for the ages. The monster war rages on the surface and deep within our world as the spectacular realm of the Titans, known as the Hollow Earth, is revealed. Here's your look at Battle Roar Godzilla. Welcome back, everyone. It's me, Doodlemans86, and today we got a figure review, of Godzilla vs. Kong Playmates Wave 2. So hip hip hooray! This time we'll be taking a look at one of the Wave 2 figures. I didn't order this one online. They only had 3 of them at Walmart, so I picked a few up, and here it is. It is Battle Roar Godzilla. So to be honest with you, I kind of didn't want it, but at the same time, it does look cool. And it really does look nice, and it is a really good, nice display. So let's go over the box. Not too much to go over. Here you have the front of the box, side of the box, back of the box with Monkey, but I think Monkey looks ugly. I thought these were prototypes, but you know what? Sounds like they're not. And there it is. Now, just for a quick comparison, let's compare the boxes of the last Godzilla with the new Godzilla. Obviously, the Battle Roars box is a lot wider and bigger than the old box. It has the new blockbuster movie sticker. It has a Battle Roar here, a nice red coloring, and you have a sticker of Godzilla roaring, you know, because that's pretty much what you want. And you have this little cardboard piece saying, "Try me, press a button to activate." Sides are the same. I mean, they're just a bit bigger. However, since the Battle Roar figures are in their own league, there's only 2. While over here you have multiple. And you can see there's a few Hong Kong buildings. The description is the same. Everything is the same. Just changed the box because of the new character and stuff. The bottom is also the same, except this time the tail is weirdly shaped and a lot darker grayer, which we will get into. So with that out of the way, let's get this bad boy out of the box. And snap, he is out of the box. And let's get into this. So before we start anything off, he is 6 inches, just like the other ones. Although he is a bit bigger. Let's do some size comparison with the other Playmates figure. Oh god, that's a very weird angle. Here he is next to the original Godzilla. I will compare these two later on, just because it is kind of the same figure. But he stands just a bit taller than him. He also stands taller than the other Playmates Wave 2 figure of Mecha Godzilla. And my last Playmates figure of Wave 1 is Kong, who he definitely stands bigger than. So there's your size and size comparison. Is he affordable? Yes. He's only like $10 or $15. He's not higher than 20, thank God. So you won't be having to worry about being able to afford this. This is very affordable, just like the last ones. And it won't cost you a lot of money. So you can get it at the store once you find it. So let's get into this figure. And yes, he does have screw holes, unfortunately. In fact, he has a lot of holes up in the front. The compartment to put in the sounds and all that. The batteries. And yes, there are screw holes. I'm at least counting 6. 2 here by the tail, 2 here by the chest, or the lower abdomen or hip, and 2 up here on the neck. So yeah, that's a little annoying, but still pretty cool figure, and I think it's really nice. At least the screw holes aren't too... Actually, they're kind of bad, but you know what? Screw holes, screw holes, screw holes. Why'd you must have screw holes? His spines... Oh my goodness. Yeah, they're a lot bluer than last time. I actually kind of like the blue on here. It looks much better, but come on. What's wrong with the spines? You see these little nubs and like all that stuff. Even if you take a look at the back of the box, they got the spines better. Look at this. But one thing that comes out positive about these ones is that they're a lot darker blue, so they fit nicer and they'll glow with a Hong Kong building if you have one. And unfortunately, the spines aren't individually painted, as you can see there. They just kind of smooched paint around here, just like last time. Except I feel like the blue on this guy is a lot better on this guy. His was kind of messy, if I'm going to be honest. For the rest of the paint, you're getting the same black. However, if you're noticing, like on the head here, some of the legs over here, their gray washing from last time is a lot more noticeable. On our last Godzilla, nothing of the gray washing that I wanted, but this Godzilla delivered it way better on gray washing. I think he did a way better job at that. I don't know what they did, but great job with that. Playmates. As for the gray washing, the rest is pretty much black. And if we take a look at Godzilla's face, Oh god, that's derp. Derp intensifies. His eyes are the same light blue from last time, but a little black pupil. His teeth are white, and his tongue pink as always. So here it is as a display. As you can see, there's many options to do with this. As you can see, I set up a Hong Kong, and with the lights, because a lot of you liked it from the last video, I am going to be doing more in case you are wondering, and maybe even a stop motion, I'll see. But yeah, here it is as a display, and time to snap back to reality. So here we are back to reality, and we went over articulation, paint, sculpt, detail. Now let's go over two last things. The Battle Roar, or, well, that's what it's known as, the Battle Roar figure. This wouldn't be the first time I have a character that can roar. For example, my NECA 2014 24-inch, which I do still have. And my alien queen from Lenard's. So how does this figure work? Well, as you may see, as obvious as it is, there's a giant button over here in the form of a Godzilla scale. You can see it sticks out even, no, you can see it there. So what do? You just press it and you let it do the rest. Also, the mouth will open. So yeah, that's how it works. The mouth does open. You can repeatedly press the button. Hey you, yes you, would you like to see some derp? So now it is time. This debate about which figure is better. Now, well, I mean, let's get into this. Which has more articulation? Articulation, this guy. He can move the neck, or at least you can try. The jaw moves. Both hands move, both legs move, the ankles move, but you do have to try. And then the tail moves. So that's 9 points of articulation. As for our Battle Roar friend, his mouth opens, but it hinges back, so I don't know if that does count, but I'll count it. Both hands move, both legs move, the ankles move, or the foot if you want to call it, and the tail moves. So that's 8 points of articulation. So obviously he wins, but he does have better ankle and / leg movement. Painting. This guy is really good, but so is this guy. I like the blue on him over here more than I do on him. The blue is also darker. The blue is nicer and cooler. His is a lot messier. His is less lighter, and I kind of like this dark, kind of veiny blue he has. The eyes are painted better on him, but his are a lot darker, which I love. They sculpted teeth up here, but they didn't, for some reason, sculpt on the bottom jaw. Kind of weird, but you know what, that's fine. Both are very black, but his gray washing is a lot better, and I can see it more on camera. Like, look at this. Okay. Look at both of their legs and tell me which has more dry brushing. Like here and here he has. I can barely see any on him. This guy clearly has the better washing. And look at these spines. They're precious. And lastly, sculpt. I like his better. Like, the only thing I didn't like about him was those spines and that long head he has. But it's still pretty cool, and I do like it. Overall, which figure do I recommend? I recommend both, but if you had to get one, I'd say him because he is a lot more usable and playable, and his head isn't facing up. But that's not to say this guy is bad. I mean, he could do like a swimming motion here, as you can see, or he could be crawling if you... Oh, God. He's crawling. He's gonna bite them toes. Scratchy, scratchy. This is pretty crappy. Now, when I said it was crappy, I meant that as a joke, not the figure itself. It's pretty good for what it is, and the price is worth it. Pretty great figure, although I can't say the same for Kong. I can say it for Godzilla. Really advise getting him, and I have seen him in a few stores, so he's a pretty epic figure. I'm gonna give him like a 7.5 out of 10, but he's still pretty good, and I do love playing with him. Well, that's all for now. Until next time, and see ya, everyone.